Guys, Owen here, checking in from the Haven Hotel on the Wildcoast, end of day 2 Wildcoast Wildrun 2015 Recce. And yeah, had a fantastic day out today. A couple of things just to note really. Again, all the estuaries are generally running out to the sea, so you do get your feet wet a little bit more often along here. I thought one of the things to bear in mind on the Wildcoast Wildrun is that you're running into the sun. And running into the sun means that there's a lot of reflection coming off the beach, off the wet sand, and so you really must take care of your lips out here, especially, and obviously sunscreen on your face and neck and things like that. And it's also very handy to wear your Wildcoast Wildrun buff around your neck just to prevent sunburn around your neck regions. But that's a little bit of you start to notice that really on day 2 after you may have got away with it on day 1. But by day 2, you start to really notice that the sun is quite strong and made stronger by the fact that there are a lot of reflections out there. I think today is about 50-50 beach and headland running, so it's a really nice variety. This is really the day where you start to get into part of the Wild Coast, which starts to get the big headlands, and you get a lot more cattle track running. The ground is quickly dried out today, incidentally, from it being quite a bit more muddy yesterday. The cattle tracks were a lot harder. Yeah, obviously we'll run you through all the details in the briefing, but I think today the most important thing to take into consideration is although Dwessa Nature Reserve at 22 and a bit k's is the checkpoint, it's by no means sort of easy from there on, although it is the shortest section of the day through Dwessa Nature Reserve. It is probably part of the hardest of section of the day, mainly as you're doing the big headland, which is a prize in itself in that you really get high up and you look down on this magnificent place, but also that it's surrounded by the Dwessa headland forests, and it really is a remarkable sort of change from the general coastline that you've been seeing, and just that extra height gives you a really awesome perspective. The trails and tracks through Dwessa are just wild and beautiful, and thick long grass, and you're running through on the old rhino and buffalo trails. And then you get towards Mendu Mouth, Mendu Point, which is a very remarkable feature that sticks out into the ocean, and you cross through quite sort of high up on that, or quite close to the mainland coast, and cut the point off through a cluster of sand dunes and these bizarre black dolerite rocks. And from there on, it's actually quite testing. You're on some softer cambered beach, which is more soft than not, and you really have to work hard to get to the Mbashi. The Mbashi has changed dramatically. The first time that I've seen it change its mouth since 2009, in fact. It's reversed its curve on the mouth. But anyway, but be that as it may, it's absolutely fine and was knee deep coming through there today. So no surprises in Mbashi. And then the last little section up through the woodland forest up to Dwessa Nature Reserve, which obviously, those of you who haven't been here before, sits beautifully up on top of the grassy headland looking down on the ocean, surrounded by some forest. So it's good to be here, and yeah, time to go and have lunch and get a beer or two and relax at this beautiful place. Well, not much really else to report back in terms of tips. It's a fairly regular day out there on the Wild Coast. I think just a reminder again, if you have a tendency, especially with the softer sand, to tape the toe tips up for this year, just being a bit softer in regions. Definitely a good thing to do. And yeah, otherwise, I think that's it from me. Have a great afternoon, and we'll speak to you guys again at the Hole in the Wall tomorrow. Cheers, bye.